Welcome. All right, so what I'd like to do is show you how to graph this equation in slope-intercept form. So you can see this equation is in slope-intercept form, as my slope-intercept form is written above, y equals mx plus b, where m represents the slope and b represents my y-intercept. So when graphing in slope-intercept form, the first thing I want to do is, again, just identify what my m and my b is. Well, my m is going to be 4, and my b equals 1. Now, when I'm writing m, which is the same thing as my slope, I like to write it as a fraction, right? Because we think a slope is rise over run, or the change in the y over the change in the x. So I'm going to rewrite this as a fraction. Then my b, I like to write that as a coordinate point, because it's the y-intercept, which is a point. So really, my y-intercept, I like to write as 0, 1. So when we're graphing using slope-intercept form, the first thing we want to do is plot our y-intercept. So since that's at 0, 1, I go over to 0, up 1. And I'm going to make a nice big dot. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the change in the y over the x, which we call our slope, to help us find our next point. So since the change in y, which we sometimes call our rise, is positive 4, I'm going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And since the change in x, a lot of times we call our run, is positive, I'm going to go to the right 1. So I went up 4 to the right 1. And you can see that is my direction of my line. And since 2 points make a straight line, I can follow that slope going in the opposite direction as well. It's also important that the slope can also be written as a -4 over -1, because obviously the negatives would divide out. And let's just go and check. Instead of going positive 4, what if I went down 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I went to the left 1. Yeah, my graph is pretty off. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, my numbers aren't even close. But you could go down 4 to the left 1, and you could see that it'd be on the same line. So sorry about my graphing problems. I know I'm not the best grapher, but it would work positive or negative, positive or negative, however you want to represent the slope. But that is how you graph a line using slope-intercept form.